Awesome. Good morning, everyone. My name is Alice. I'm the. It's our Saturday session as usual with Charito. Normally with Silito. Now I have my little guest in the back. They always every time I start my go live, they always come here. My pardon me with but anyhow, thank you so much for being with us today. We are so uh, this distraction. My apologies. Like
No
earlier,
problem.
I they weren't here, but as soon as I started talking, they know I have somebody with me. Say hi.
Oh,
Hello. Hello.
hello.
Okay, so today is our regular Saturday session, but unfortunately, Silito is her. It's his work. Today is the weekend where he's working, so he's not with us today. But we are lucky to be with our guest all the way from South Africa. So I
Yeah.
will let them introduce themselves and share their stories with us.
Okay, hi. Good evening. It's evening in South Africa. Good morning and good afternoon to wherever you are in the world. My name is Piet. Um, we stay in South Africa. I've been in the construction industry for the past 33 years, of
Oh,
which 21 years we stayed outside of South Africa. My family traveled with me for 14 years. And the last 7 years of my working career, I was on single status. We traveled the world. We
oh,
stayed 5 years in Botswana, 4 years in Dubai, 4 years in Bahrain, another 2 years in Botswana, 2 years in Saudi, 2 years in Oman, 2 years in Qatar. So all
mm,
over the world. And now we are digital business entrepreneurs. And this is my lovely wife, Sonja.
lovely indeed.
Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. Nice to meet you. And thank you for inviting us. Yes, I am Piet's wife. I'm a mother. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. And I'm a child of God. And I've been the mother of the Caper household. Once we start traveling the world, um, I thought I'm going to work again. But yes, you all know we like us being expats, we can't just leave our children. We don't have a support system. So we have to look after our own children. But I'm grateful that I could have done that. And yes, when we moved back to South Africa, um, our son is 27. That is the first time that he had met with the education system in South Africa when he went to university. And our daughter finished her last 3 years of school here in South Africa. Yeah,
Nice.
and they're both entrepreneurs. Our son Gerard, that's
Mhm.
27. He got his own business, and then they both, Sonique and Gerard, own a coffee roastery and a coffee shop. So yeah, they entrepreneurs. That's all I can say. And that's who we are.
Apologies. So that's where and then now that's where you want to settle down and and there are no plans on going anywhere yet or depends.
We don't know. It all depends. It all depends, you know. I mean, life happens, you know. So
Yes,
anything can happen any day.
exactly.
But
True.
yeah, I mean, last year August I lost my job while I was working in Qatar,
Mm-hmm.
and I found this business on Facebook, and a godly voice. It was like a light came on, you know, and a godly voice said to me, "This is your plan A. Take this." And yeah, never had a dull moment. Um,
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so it was you who found this business. Like most with most people, it's usually the the women, the
Yes.
wives, yeah, who see it, and the women are usually excited, and then the men maybe just a little skeptic about it. But with you,
It's the
you
other
were
way
on board already as soon as you saw it.
Yeah, with us, it was a bit. Sonja was a skeptical one. I mean, I was in Qatar, like I said, and that was in the middle of the COVID pandemic, full
around. Yeah.
lockdown. There was no flights at that time,
Yeah.
so I had to be repatriated from Qatar to South Africa. It took a month, and during that month,
Mhm.
I was sitting on. It was the 8th of September last year, and I found this ad, and then, like I said, the light came on, and a godly
Mhm.
voice said to me, "This is your new plan A." And normally in our business, we have a 30-day money back guarantee.
Yeah.
Um, I had my coaching call on the 9th of September, and Sonia was like, "How can you buy a business like this? You can't just do this, you know." You know, God said I must take this, so I did it. That's it, you know.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's where we are.
Go.
Yeah.
That's great, and because with you, like your family has an entrepreneurial background already, so I guess it wasn't a very hard transition, like with your kids getting on board with it as well. And Sonia is obviously on board because she's like with my page, I actually just see her engage with me all the time, and I also check your page, and you have people coming onto your pages and chatting with you as well.
So how did
Yeah.
you change your mind, Sonia?
Once Piet came home, he wanted to start straight away with the training. I said to him, just take a break, please. Enjoy us and enjoy your children for 2 days. We can start on Monday. So yeah, we start the training, and as soon as I start the training, um, well, we've got the best training system in the whole world.
Agree.
Good.
Um, it's video based. You don't have to be. Um, you don't have to have any other education. You don't
Mm.
need. Um, you don't have to be tech savvy. And yeah, so and after I see that there's actually real people doing this business, because we have also have the most wonderful community, and our community are also positive, and it you know what? If you need help at 12 o'clock at night, because we're global, there's always, but always somebody that will be able to help you. And your your friends, the people you interview and the people that interview you, you become like friends to them. Well, actually, you become like one big family. And yeah, then I realized this is a real business with real people. And this is not a business that's just 1 year old or 3 months old. This business is running for a few years already.
Mhm.
And yes, thank you to our founders for what they have done, and that they have found this for all of us. Because at the moment, I think we nearly stand on 99,000 people
Oh
In the
yes, very close. Yeah.
Wow.
in the community.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
99,000 people can't be wrong,
Yes.
and it's not a get rich quick scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Never give up and pick other people up. We are there to help other people.
That's
And
good.
that's actually the main um, phrase of the business. We are there to help people help themselves. So yes, we enjoy this now, and yeah, I'm on the Facebook side. I look after all of that. I will help it with the ads, but Pete is
Mhm.
more on the admin side. So yes, I try to keep up to date with everything.
Yeah, and that's good because like there's two of you, and my husband is with me in the business as well, but he's more on the technical side as well. So
Yeah.
you don't see him much in like in my page in the business doing these
Okay.
go lives and stuff. But every time I ask him to help me with videos, to help me with this and that, he's always there. I can relate with it though when he said like you started the business when you lost your job, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As for me, I started way before. I started it on my maternity leave, and here in Canada, we all have like at least 12 months or a year, basically, of maternity leave. Unfortunately for me too, is because of COVID, I don't have work to go back to. So it's kind of like basically the same as losing a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's
yeah, it was scary. I was scared, but you know what? I wasn't afraid because months before months before they told me I don't have work to go back to, I was already in the business. I was
Yeah.
already
Mm,
in the business. I already
Mhm.
started. So even if I was scared, I was scared simply because like I'm used to working and having that steady income. And then
yeah.
suddenly they said like, no, you don't have work to go back to. And it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult, especially I have three kids. I have
Yeah.
three.
yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
you know what? Because of this business, it was hard, but it's easy. I don't know if that even makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
we understand. 100%.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
how's your journey so far? How?
I think, I would say we've been in the business now for just over 1 year, and
Mm. Oh,
I mean it's a lot of things to learn. Like I said, I mean, um, Sharito said our transition wasn't that difficult because we were used to entrepreneuring. No, we
Mm.
were not. We were actually not. Our children
Oh,
are entrepreneurs, but we are not. It's the first time ever that we own our own business. So,
oh,
um, and things are not always easy.
yes.
Um, in this business, you have to have a lot of patience.
Mhm.
You
True.
learn how to be patient, and things happen, and a lot of things. I mean, a year ago, I would never have thought of us doing live interviews. I'm actually an introvert. I'm not. I don't
Same with
like talking to people. I don't like to show my face to people. But this business change you. So
Yes.
and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of this whole program. It
mhm.
Mhm.
change your mindset.
Your
And
self-confidence.
yeah, it gives you self confidence and a lot of things. And I mean, I just want to tell the people out there who's watching us is you don't have to do live videos, okay? You don't
Yes.
have to talk to people. All we
Mhm.
do in this business is we do the marketing. Our
Yes.
business, most of our business is automated, okay? So the automation runs 24/7. When you sleep, you wake up and there's leads in your inbox. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's how we operate. We help people to help themselves. That's what we do. you know we all strive. We all in our community, there's no jealousy, there's no hierarchy. There's Everybody
Mm-hmm.
helps each other to succeed
Mm.
their goal, and the main goal of everybody here is to be financially independent. That's all. It's very simple, clean business.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
normally tell the people, when you buy this business, it's like you're buying a business in a box. In this box, you get the training, which is phenomenal. It's video
Uh-huh.
based. You don't need any tech. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to know anything about computers. The training tell you step by step what to do and how to do it, and then you get mentors for life, and you get a coach for life, and you
Yes.
get this amazing community, which is which helps you everywhere, any time of the day or night, 24/7. There's always somebody online. So um, the other thing is you always have to invest. Doesn't matter if you buy a brick and mortar business or you buy
Mhm.
a online business. You have to invest in yourself. Okay.
Yes.
So
True.
it's like I tell people our business is like you buying a McDonald's. A McDonald's will cost you, let's say, $1 million. Okay. This business will cost you a fraction of that, maybe
Yes.
$10,000. Okay. But the
Mhm.
potential, the income potential in this business is maybe more than owning a McDonald's. We have
That's
people
true.
in our community that has paid off debt, that bought new houses, that bought new cars, cash, that helped their
Mhm.
family back home. So this is what
Mhm.
we do. We help people to help themselves.
Mm.
That's what we do.
I like it. And then you know what? I attended a free master class that ended yesterday. And actually, you're right. You're right when you say we help people. She said like we might be introducing just like any other business. It
Yeah.
has there's an overhead cost. There's a startup cost, and we might be, let's say we might be selling, but selling is helping. We are
Yeah.
selling the business in order to for us to help other people build their own lives, build their dreams, reach their goals. So for some people, they don't see it that way. They see it as some expense, an
Yeah.
expenses that they're not sure if they'll be able to get a profit out of it. But I think that's the concept of any business. When
Yes.
we
Mm.
Yeah.
when we started a business, we don't know if the business is going to flourish. We don't know if the business is going to succeed. And just like any other business, even McDonald's, they might have that like everything is set up, which is the same by the way with ours. Ours is set up as well. But with
Yeah.
McDonald's, it depends on your location. It depends on, there's so much to consider, people
Yes.
to
Yes.
pay, so many stuff that needs to be considered. So like Kapit said, it might be the 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 how do you say that one, the financial aspect in our business is way more than the owners of, no, not owners, or the franchisers, I mean,
Yeah.
of
Yes. Yes. Yes.
McDonald's can have. They might not get see profits in, when they might not see profit in a year, but because they still have to pay whatever. We
Yeah.
might see profit in months. Depends on how we
Yeah.
work our business, right?
Yes.
And the other beauty about our business is you don't need any premises, you don't
Yes.
need staff, you don't need an inventory, you don't need products, you don't need anything. All you need is a smartphone, a laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, and access to social media.
Yeah.
Now we are only operating on Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest,
Mm.
um, YouTube,
Instagram,
Instagram,
Yeah.
Google, things like
TikTok.
that. TikTok.
TikTok. We
People
Yeah.
are
haven't
starting
tried
to
it.
Keeping you up
engage
to date.
TikTok nowadays as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
pretty
was
So
much like
sharing
our
with
business can
TikTok.
be likened to an online franchising, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Hmm. But
absolutely.
with a brick and mortar business, your investment is way bigger. And then like because at any startup business you can't expect to recoup your capital, your
Yeah.
expenses in a matter of a few years. It always takes at least 5 years, they would say, and
Yeah.
maybe nowadays it would be more, right?
Mm.
That's true.
It's like my children. They said before they know their coffee shop and their coffee roastery is successful, but like my sons say, they're not going to draw a salary till it's 5 years old. And
Mm.
they are so blessed after COVID. They're actually doing so good that they're 4 years old now, and
Mm.
they actually start to draw a small little salary
Mm-hmm.
from their business. But yes, you first have to build up something before you can just take money. I
Yes.
mean, that's how all businesses work.
That's
Exactly. Exactly. And that's true. Um
Yeah.
it may be difficult, but if you look at the trend and if you are following the trend, if you have, even if you are not a business minded person, if you follow the trend on social media, almost everyone is going online.
Yeah.
Even because of whatever is happening right now, because of this pandemic that's happening right now, I personally shop more on Amazon, rather than going to a physical store. If I can help myself not to go, except for groceries, of course, but even groceries, sometimes even groceries, they can deliver it,
Yeah, yeah. Everything is online. Yeah.
Mm.
exactly. So
right.
if you follow the trend, you know that most, if not, well, most, because not all, obviously, but most businesses are expanding and using and taking advantage of the online space,
Yeah.
and
Correct. Yeah.
so everybody's
Mhm.
online. So yeah, it's it's kind of like you really have to step out of your comfort zone. But just like you, me, Charito, we don't feel like talking. I love the camera, I love to take pictures, but not like this.
Yeah.
Used to not talking to people, but right now it feels like it's just natural, you know.
Yes,
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
like
Mm.
I'm just comfortable doing it right now compared to if you see me like on my first, say, 10 go lives. It was
Yeah.
different.
It was so much different. I look at our first interview. Well, it was last year, or was it the
Yeah, I
beginning
know.
of this year? And I actually laugh because it's so different than now.
But it just
Right?
shows you that we are real people, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
And I think,
And
go ahead.
and not all of us speak English. Not all
Mm.
of us. English is not everybody's first language, and
Exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, we all talk to each other in English, and
Yes.
it's just so amazing how you can connect. I mean,
Mhm.
because I know you English is not your first language as
Oh,
well.
yes. No, we're both Filipinos. Me and Charito were both Filipinos.
Yeah, and in
So,
fact, like Filipino is not even our first language because we have we speak lots of dialects back in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
Yes.
So we speak a different dialect from the Filipino, the Tagalog language
yeah.
Yeah,
that.
I know. Yeah.
So yeah,
And that's the
it's a
same
lot.
with us because we speak Afrikaans.
yes.
Yeah.
It's nearly the same as Netherlands. Yeah,
Oh,
Holland.
Oh,
Yeah,
Holland.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
we have a business owner, like from Holland as well. I mean, like in our group, she's from Holland as well. And it's nice to know. This is the good thing about this business. You you're going to meet and met a lot of people from different parts of the world. I have so many, I would say, friends, and I honestly
yeah.
consider them friends, even if I've never met them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Of who you talking in?
So, yeah.
Of who you talking in Netherlands?
No, I think the husband is, but
Oh,
yeah. But anyhow,
oh,
do you have any more questions, Cha?
No, nothing. I just actually like maybe just to touch a bit on like meeting people online. I would just maybe like to say, I don't know if it's the same with you, but I actually talk with people I meet in the business now more than the people like my actual friends in the offline
yeah,
world. I don't know
yeah,
if
That's
it's
Mhm.
with you, right? And we
yeah,
haven't actually met in person yet, but like we talk to them every day.
yeah.
that that's
That's
true.
true. That's
Mhm.
that's really true. But now I want to ask you a question. Tell me about your exercise group.
Oh, Um, it's actually like we also have this chat group, like the Bisaya chat group, and we just like maybe connected with our personal pages, and we see each other like someone posting an exercise or something, and we just like maybe connected on that level, and we made our own group, and then we decided to like share exercises. It was just at first a chat group, like inspiring each
Oh,
other to exercise like this, and then we came up with the idea of how about we share these exercises that we follow in YouTube and do it on our pages. That was
that's
it.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, you can have all sorts of groups
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and get together and yeah, you know what? This is already like family for me. So me and Pete's the same. Um, when we go to the Middle East, go to visit there once again, then
Mm-hmm.
the other day we had interviews with a lady there, and it's already like we're friends, you know. I can just imagine if you meet each other face to face.
True.
Yeah, we were on 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, we were on holiday um, at the coast, and one of our business owners saw the photos and she said, well, she lived in Sweden before, but she's from South Africa. And she said to us, "Where are you? I think you're 5 minutes away from us." And
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, and it was so nice because the Thursday before we left, we meet up with her and her husband. You know what? Yeah. And now she always chatting to us and we chat to them. So we're all in one country, but now it's very special to meet
Yeah,
your business owner.
that's true. And
Yeah,
they say
definitely.
surround yourself with like-minded people, and this is
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
where we
Yeah.
are right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before we go, is there anything else you want to, you want to add, you want to share?
I just want to tell the people who's watching this or who's going to watch this later,
Mm-hmm.
guys, this is a real business. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It
Yes.
takes time. You have to have patience. You have to
Mm-hmm.
show up, but you have to make the decision. The ball is in your court. We're not gonna nag you. We're not gonna
True.
plead. Please come and sign up.
Yes.
You can see all our websites on the screen. Sign up with your email address and your name, and
Yes.
you watch a 90-minute free webinar. A
Mm-hmm.
free webinar, and then only after that you decide if you want to join the program. That's all. So guys, it's a very easy and clean business, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to watch the 90. Everybody else, Alice, Charito, we
Yeah.
start the same way. We all watch a 90-minute webinar, and that's how everybody starts in this business.
True.
And
Everybody starts the same.
and you will walk out of there more educated than before you start watching it. Um, It's just amazing. And you don't only have to watch it once, you can watch it 10 times. And every week you will see new faces like us all. Um, on the panel sharing their stories of how they start this business. And another thing is that I just want to mention is your training. That is something that you get for life. It's not going to disappear and it gets updated all the time. So, fence sitters out there, you watch us, but you can watch us next week again. Um, we're going to share the same story, and I can just say this is a very unique business.
Mhm.
Yes, I have made two beautiful new friends tonight, me and Pete. So thank you. Thank you for having us tonight and inviting us. We
No,
appreciate
thank you for coming earlier than
Yeah.
it was
My
just a
bad.
total
My bad.
mix up of the because if the different time zone, it was just a
Yeah.
miscalculation of the time zone.
That's
Yeah,
fine. That's
that's
fine.
fine. Yeah, no,
And
that's
this
100%.
exactly a perfect example of how flexible this business is.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
can postpone it if we have to. We can move it earlier. We can move it later. But otherwise, thank you again for showing up. And yeah,
thank
chat.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Bye.
very much.
And
Thanks
thank
for
you.
having us.
Thank you. It's an honor, and yeah, just to thank Sonia for saying yes. She didn't have second thoughts when I asked, and we didn't even meet online yet. It was just chatting, and yeah, thank you so much.
It's a
Awesome.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, guys.
See you
We will see
around.
you soon. Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
For now.